section of the band's going to be performing is a very fun programmatic piece called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And by the way, wasn't that fun watching Jeffrey play the whip? Very, very entertaining. Thank you. And how about that horse whinny in the trumpet section behind? We have a very special lady who's going to be telling us the poem, and this is Sanibel style poem, and that's our wonderful Maureen Thoma. Maureen, come on and sing. Thank you.
'Twas the night before Christmas on Sanibel Isle, where palm trees were dressed in their holiday style. Our stockings were hung on the terrace with care, with hopes that St. Nicholas would find them out there. The grandkids were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of Pinocchios danced in their heads. And Grandma, without her flip-flops, and I without my cap, had just settled down for a snowbird's long nap. When out on the beach there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the terrace I flew like a flash and threw open the slider in one hasty dash. The moon, on the crescent of the waves down below, sparkled and glistened and looked much like snow. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver who knew every trick of landing on beaches. It must be St. Nick. More rapid than speedboats, his coursers they came, and he whistled. And shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, over railing and wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry sands that before our hurricanes, our wild hurricanes, Ian, Helene, and Milton, did fly, without any barriers mount to the sky. So over the railings the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. I drew in my head and was turning around, down the terrace came St. Nick with a bound. He had on no furs, no need in this land, but his shorts were tarnished with seashells and sand. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back. There were things too from Jerry's, stuffed in that sack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks like hibiscus, his nose like a raspberry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, with the beard of his chin white as sea foam below. A cluster of sea grapes he held tight in his teeth, which later I'd add to our holiday wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly, which shook when he laughed in his t-shirt, like jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, and then he turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, up over the railing St. Nicholas rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team he gave a whistle, and there's your whistle, sorry. And away they all flew like seagulls or thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to Sanibel, and to all a good night."